Bantz and Bhangra.
So, boom, we're going to do it back to front today. I'm going to introduce it, although I'm the person who's being interviewed. Welcome to Bantz and Bhangra. Obviously, I'm here with the host. I'm not the host, I'm the person being interviewed. I'm here with the host. I'm going to introduce yourself, Mr. Buzz.
Bhangra, aka DJ Das.
My name is Freddie Francis, and obviously we'll flip it back over now. Let's put it back into the main man's hands right now. Let him lead it.
Right, you just heard that from my guest, Funny Francis. Man got jokes, you know. Jokes. So, Francis.
What are you telling me?
Let's give him a little intel of, like, for those who don't know, let them know what you do.
Yeah, so boom. Obviously, I'm a local comedian in the city. I do a lot of YouTube comedy, internet comedy. Every now and again, I do stand-up. I host shows and events. Most recently, I hosted an event for Fridays. What they're doing is they're trying to do a little youth centre in Coventry, which is, I think, is a very good thing to try and promote the youth and get them out of danger and trouble. So yeah, that's the background to me. I've been doing it 3 years now. Shout out to my guy JB Justice, my producer, my main guy right there. Yeah, so just thought we'd just come together and create content that improves people's days through smiling and laughter and entertainment, you know, because people have always said I'm a funny guy, but it's channeling that funniness into something constructive, you know, rather than being the class clown that I used to be.
Nah, it's constructive and funny, because I've actually checked it out myself, you know what I mean, on YouTube. As the listeners know, this is actually a comedy show, so we're flipping it. We have no Liam, so it's just gonna be me and Francis. You know what I'm saying?
Straight connect.
So we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna let Francis toss this one.
Yeah, it's flinging it on me. So, boom. What's been happening in the news recently? It's been a madness, isn't it? It's been a madness in the news recently. Any funny stories? There ain't really been nothing funny in the news, you know. It's been a lot of madness, you know. It's been a lot of madness in the news recently.
Oh no, there was one actually on the way
Was
back.
there?
I can't talk about it because it's like
A bit. Oh, yeah, tell a lie. There's this one post, yeah, where this guy, I think it was some next police, he Cardiff or something, yeah. He was on remand or something, yeah, because he was selling drugs or something, yeah, and then he absconded or something along them lines. But on Facebook, they're taking the mick out of his hairline, yeah. I don't know if you probably haven't seen it.
the guy with the receded hairline.
Yeah. The comments, and then Chief Wiggum, or whatever his name is, my man, yeah, was saying, oh, you can get done if you're being disrespectful in the comments. Facebook abuse. Because they're saying, yeah, that my man went missing, innit? And they said, they're combing the area for him. You know what they call?
Yeah. Because they were meant to say they combed it off or something, and they were like, yeah, they're combing the area for him. One guy actually, he goes, rah, this geezer got his wig pushed back, you know. Jokes, man. Jokes. Serious jokes, man. Man got his wig pushed. We were having jokes up in the studio, you know what? Let's get a bit more into... We got a bit into how you got into the comedy act. How did it come across of bringing it across like as a diverse for like a Jamaican sort of thing?
Whoa. On a level, my heritage is Jamaica. My parents come from, all my family come from Jamaica, all my immediate family. And I thought that really, there isn't really a reflection of Jamaican heritage or culture within England, really. There isn't much comedy or anything really related to Jamaica directly that people in this country could relate to and make them feel at home, away from home kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I thought, boom, let me just transfer my culture, my heritage, and my household onto the streets and let people understand that, this is how Jamaican people behave, this is how they talk, and try and really be the bridge in between the two different cultures, you know, British and Jamaican, because although they're similar, they're different at the same time, you see?
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're saying, because you got one, I think there's two on there that I saw actually where you were getting guys to actually talk in Jamaican.
Yeah.
And it was, and it was jokes, because there was one, I think he was Indian guy or something. And it's like, bro, they've come out bare Indian, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh,
but you wouldn't expect
jokes.
it. But the positivity around that is it brings people together of all cultures and races and different demographics, you know. So yeah, it really helps boost the profile of comedy and different heritages. So it's good.
You've also came up with a catchphrase of your own.
Alright, now boom. You know, you're probably gonna ask me how did I create that, or where it came from.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. But I was saying it a few times and it seemed to fit. And then it just stuck on, you know? I mean, I remember one time, I think probably last year, someone drove past, probably a fan or someone I didn't know, and they just shouted out, boom. So yeah, it definitely sticks in the mind, you know?
So you took that and flipped it.
Yeah,
so
just ran with it, really.
That's now what you're known as, really, because, you know, like, we got office to ring at work and stuff. And when I ring them, I just do silly stuff on the phone. And that's now me. They know me as like...
Yeah, you're that guy, yeah.
Like, turn me up, selector. You know, run me a test select. That's me now, innit? I'm that guy.
Run it, DJ. Yeah.
So, also, another thing I noticed in your videos, your dress sense as well. It's like...
a bit abstract, I would say. Eccentric, weird...
It's not even weird, you know. It's just like,
I'm saying that in a good way, not in a weird way.
It's sort of like, it's swaggish. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
You've got that. You know how to sort of fit the outfit, so it is weird in a way, but it's still swag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think with that, because obviously, for those of you who don't know, I have Funny Francis, African Francis, Rasta Francis. So those different characters, Funny Francis, which is just me in general. So those 4 different characters there have to have their own little uniform. You get me? Just like you got the ambulance, the fire. Each man don't look the same. They all got their own identity. So that's why I had to try and transfer into the comedy thing. So that's why when you see Rasta Francis with the dreads, or you see Funny Francis with the hat, you just know, oh, that's him today. Yeah, and you get that personality as well. So.
That is now that's your trademark as well, man. That's actually quite clever, you know, the way you've done that, because you've managed to play it off with swag, but because it's a comedy show, you've also played it off as like it's a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them ones.
Yeah, definitely, I hear that.
Also, you've mentioned as well about Fridays, and you come across with the youth, and you sort of work with them as well. So. How does that work? In what aspect do you sort of bring them together? And
yeah, so Tyler Campbell, who's the CEO for Fridays, he contacted me a few weeks ago, wanting me to be involved with Fridays, the youth club event, because he's seen the type of traction that I have with the youth, and I hosted the event, and it was good just to see a lot of different young faces being entertained, you know, staying out of trouble, and there wasn't any fighting, any violence. Everyone was just calm. So I think the effect that I'm trying to really bring to that is, let's picture it this way. I'm just trying to be the cement in between the bricks. You know what I mean? Because there's different areas out there, but something to stick it together is what I think people are missing. So through my comedy, I'm trying to bring together different heritages, different cultures, different walks of life, and just to represent and show that, boom, people can get along. It doesn't always have to be something to feel offended about. It can be looked at in a positive aspect, you know. So, yeah, that's my vision of how I believe my comedy helps the youth, you know, moving forward. Yeah, that's the vision there. Yeah, definitely. And I think for the future, as with Fridays, if more different things like this come around in the future, not even just in Coventry, because I know, nationally there isn't many things for the youth. Well, the youth say there isn't many things for them. So having different things like this independently come around, it can only be a benefit, because all this knife crime thing is just madness, man. You get me? Kids killing kids, it's mad.
Well, there you go. So you're sort of like, how do we put it? Like, you are like what you said, the cement, you know what I mean? You do bring everyone together, so it's a positive thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it is the way it should be. It's actually a positive thing. You know what I mean? Because again, see the way I see it as well, because I make music as well, and I'm trying to show them as well, like, I'm not really a joker guy, you know what I mean? Me and Liam, like, we normally just come on as jokes, but you're doing something good, you know what I mean? You're doing something positive there. You're trying to gel them together, and I see where you're coming from, because I'm trying to do that with the music side of it as well.
Therefore, and you know, it really feels good when I get messages on Instagram or Facebook. People really showing love and appreciation. You know, I think the other day, like 3 days ago, I got this message from this girl who said that she and her brother and her family sit down and watch my thing on like the widescreen, and he said it really brings them together when they watch it. Everyone's feeling good in the house. You know, I was like, wow, that was an amazing feeling. It really propels me and fulfills me to keep doing what I do, because it's my way of giving back in a sense. So yeah, man, it definitely puts a smile on my face, you know.
But there you go, it puts a smile on your face. It's bad jokes, they get a smile, you know what I mean? And it brings them all together. Right, so that is all we have time for. It's been your boy Bhangra, aka DJ Das, and my guest
Funny Francis, Rasta Francis, African Francis, Rasta everything. Amida.
What we will do is we will shoot a link below to Francis's YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube.
Also, we will be linking in the RadioArder link over there. If you want us to talk about anything, let us know. And that's it from us. Peace.